What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video by yours truly. Some of y'all might be wondering, why hasn't Gacha Smack made a video on the Atsu situation? You guys do come to me quite often for some of my takes and my thoughts on situations like this. I did speak about it a little bit on Twitch and YouTube live stream last night, but let's make a video on it and go ahead and address this so things are clear. I think the way Atsu went about that entire situation was, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst way to handle it possible. I think if there was a worse choice to make in the predicament that he was in, he made that worst choice. And the reason that I didn't like dogpile on top of him, on top of everybody else, is because from where I see, he's already somebody who's bleeding out, mentally unstable, and it's clear to me that he's got a lot of self-reflecting to do, and he's got a lot of healing to do. So like, I'm not the type to punch somebody that's already on the way down. As I told my Twitch chat and YouTube chat yesterday, I punch straight or I punch up, right? These days, as I've started to gain more and more traction and garner more attention to the channel, I get shots taken at me all the time. But, you know, I'm not the type of person that responds to every single thing. You know, you're going to get shots taken at you the bigger you get. Some of these people, they're just trying to clout chase, you know, they're looking for relevancy. And me, if I respond, it's because I respect that you have a degree of power of relevancy to damage my reputation. If I don't respond, I probably just think you're an insect. It's like, zzz, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of the way. So in this matter, I think his little post that he put about me, it was just like a little, I was like, all right, bro. Now, generally I would respond to something like that, but again, as I told y'all, bro was bleeding out. I do think it's important to control a narrative when I feel a narrative can be easily manipulated and put into a way that allows somebody to redeem themselves and come back into a spotlight of relevancy. It is important to respond at that particular point. But I looked around and I said, damn, everybody's, you know, putting their pitchfork in the guy. There's no point in me putting the pitchfork. He's done. He's done. That's all she wrote. So that was my stance on that matter. The other thing I want to talk to you about is, like, suicide attempts are very serious. And regardless of whether somebody is telling the truth or not, I don't know their actual mental stability. I don't know the degree of seriousness that they actually have. I've seen many times, as I'm sure you guys have seen, where people were like, that guy's not going to do it. That guy's not going to do it. And then the guy does it. Right. And I spoke with my Twitch chat about this last night as well. When somebody commits suicide, it is the ultimate chess move. It is a fucking galactic attack. There's nothing you can do once that happens, right? The only thing that's going to happen after that is it's going to hit the news. It's going to spread like wildfire. And then it's so powerful that it doesn't just affect the community. It affects the world gets word of this, and the world doesn't care about the context surrounding it. The world only cares about, oh, that guy committed suicide, poor soul. And then the next thing that happens is they start looking around what variables kind of like may have pushed them closer to that edge, and then they start judging those variables. I look at things from a bird's eye view all the time, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want no part of that shit. Okay? Hey, God be with you, brother. I'll take that weak ass jab on the chin. As I said on my Twitter, as I tweeted it, I basically said, if a man isn't happy with the circumstances that they are in as an adult, they need to do but one thing only: look in the mirror. Okay, every choice you've made has put you in the exact predicament that you're in today. So if you're mad, be mad at yourself. And that was something that I was trying to tell him without attacking him. Brother, you have nobody to blame but yourself. In that document, you pointed the finger at every single person around you. You obsessively try to find dirt on everyone to say, hey, they're wrong. Instead of just being like, what the hell did I do to get myself in this position? How did I get here? What choices did I make? How can I reflect? How can I learn from this so that this never happens again? You made quite literally the worst choice possible. And that's the thing I want to talk to you guys about. There was a good period of grace, a grace period that went by after the first shit show that Atsu got himself into. This grace period was supposed to be the training arc. This was supposed to be where you finish the humble pie, fall forward, and then reflect, and then come back. Instead of coming back and doing what I'm about to tell you he should have done, he put that document out. That was the worst way. What should he have done? He should have came back and said, hey, a good degree of time has passed by. I've done a lot of reflecting. And I'm here to tell everyone that I'm sorry. I fucked up. I was a real piece of shit. You guys were right. I was manipulative. I was a control freak. I was a dickhead to Braxophone. Despite him doing some weird stuff, he didn't deserve that. I could have went up to him and said, hey man, I'll be honest with you, that shit was incredibly weird, but I at least want to be cordial and get along with you. Every time I see you at one of these events, we're gonna get along, man. And honestly, I strive for us to be friends. But one thing that's not gonna happen here is we're not gonna do this whole talk shit about each other to everyone else in our community. I'm not gonna converse in discords, in private discords about one another. The small minds discuss other people, great minds discuss ideas. We're gonna be adults about this. I'm here to talk to you guys and say, I acknowledge that I fucked up. I'm here to talk to you guys and say, I acknowledge that I fucked up and I want to do better. Now I get it. Some of y'all are not going to take this serious at all. Some of you don't believe me, and I completely understand that. But for those of you willing to give me another chance, I'm going to prove to you, not with my words, but with my actions going forward, that I am no longer that human being. I wish to do better, and I want to start off right now by saying I humbly apologize to all of those who I may have wronged, and I wish to reconcile that. I wish to reconcile and rectify these situations with these human beings I may have wronged, calling out the names of the people that you know have problems with you and saying, hey, I wish to discuss things with you in a private manner or a public manner so that everyone knows the score. And then so hopefully we can move on from here. But we're changing yesterday. We've already changed. It's happening. What I wish to do now going forward is just work on the passion and craft that I am pursuing, that I had a bunch of fun doing and success doing so as well. I think that if that was what he put into the document, instead of you, bro would have already been, he would have already been making a comeback. He would have been blossoming, man. But the worst thing you could do is try to hold everyone accountable except yourself. That is not a good look, not only in the eyes of the public, but in the eyes of pretty much everyone else. They're looking at you like, okay, this guy thinks his shit doesn't stink. So I think that is a very important lesson. Now, to the people that are apparently this guy's friends, have some backbone. Stand up for yourself. Speak up. Okay, because every time you remain silent, your silence is louder than the speak up is. And the silence sometimes just makes you look like a coward. That's not a shot. That's me being very honest. It also kind of comes off as this person only cares about their reputation, even if it's at the expense of a friendship or doing what's the right thing. And the last thing I think I would like to leave off with, do not think you are too good to be in Atsu's predicament. Let me tell you something. Mike Tyson said it best. It doesn't take but one step to go from being inside of a limo to being at the bottom of a ditch. You can fall from that cloud nine very fast, okay? You can go from that gold buttery spoon getting put into your mouth by somebody else, and they're like, oh, let me wipe that off with a napkin. You got a little crumb right there. To you scraping shit up off the ground. It can happen very fast. And that's what's so nerve-wracking. That's what instills fear in a lot of these creators, because a lot of them did get lucky and get shot straight to the top. And they are terrified of that fall. But see, that's the good thing about people who fall all the time. They just know, get back up. Some of these people are terrified of the fall because they've never fallen before. I think those are all my thoughts. Yeah, it's about all the wisdom I can share for today. I did want to at least throw in everything that was on my brain over this past 36 hours. It's been one hell of a past 36 hours. Thanks for watching. As always, peace, love, and happiness, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Don't forget to either follow the Twitch at twitch.tv/gachasmack, or just be on the lookout for the YouTube live streams. I now stream on both platforms. If you want to come tune into the streams and have a chat, hit your boy up. But yeah, peace.